What's going on the internet? This is Shane with the Blue Water Battle Circuit, giving you the award nominees for the season 1. So I'm just going to explain the awards, why Pokemon or teams or coaches were nominated for such awards and whatnot. This was supposed to be a number, and now it's not here. I think Noah had -1, or he had -6. No, we'll just. Actually, I think he had a bad differential. Whatever. No one cares about Noah. All right, real quick, just because you can't see it, Steve's stats were he got 10th. His record was 1-4. His differential was -16. All right, so these are the stats for Pokemon. I just want you to look at these real quick. That's the number is your placing, and then your record, and then your differential. Just real quick, if you don't know what a differential is, let's say you won a battle by 3. It was 3-0, so now your differential is +3. And the next week you lost by 2. 2-0. So now your differential, now it's -2 +3, that equals 1. And then let's say you won the week after that by 1, now your differential is 2. So it's just adding and subtracting by how much you won or lost by. Just wanted to point that out just in case you didn't know. Alright, so let's look at the awards. So real quick how the awards are going to work. I have strong polls in the description below, and also in the Discord chat. If you are in one of the 8 or 7 people in our Discord chat, the links are in there too. So some awards I just gave to people because I think they deserved it. Finals MVP. Normally, I did win the championship, but normally Finals MVP is on the winning team. But I thought Siglif deserved it over Donphan. Real quick, the stats for that was, just to remind me, Thundurus had 1 kill. There was 3 matches, so Thundurus had 1 kill out of 3. Mega Lopunny had 3. Kingdra had 3. Tornadus had 3. Donphan had 4. And Politoed had 1. Medicham had 0. Excadrill got 2. Weavile got 1. Mandibuzz had 3. Siglif had 6. And Miltank had 2. So I just gave it to Jacob and Siglif. Sportsmanship Award, I thought Jacob was by far the best sport. He was always reminding me, telling me to like his schedule, and he would let me know if something happened. And then also in the finals, he was a great sport. Since my Mega Lopunny, I brought the bronze set. He was nice, and we talked about it, and we said we would make it a best 2 out of 3. So I want to be champion. He could have just ran off with the cup and said he wanted it. He earned it, which he did. But he was nice. He gave me a chance, and I took that chance and I ran with it. So that was the finals in a nutshell. Perfect attendance. I was the only one that had no forfeits. So for some people like Richard or like Jacob, well, actually not Jacob. Jacob had 1 scheduling issue. But like people like Zell and Richard, I mean, it wasn't their fault. Zell almost was nominated. I mean, would have been nominated, but Noah bailed on him. So technically that was a forfeit. So just wanted to clarify those. Alright, so MVP, most valuable Pokemon. Normally these are attended with offensive being offensive. But I felt like other than Excadrill, these were also good defensive Pokemon as well. Kingdra took some, was a pretty defensive, he was a solidly defensive Pokemon, taking some decent hits. I know, like, in the rain, Entei hit me with a Heat Wave, and I know it was quad resist, but in the rain, it did, like, 2%. So Kingdra can be a good defensive Pokemon. It's just my matchups, I couldn't use it defensively. But it racked up the most kills in the whole season, getting 16 kills out of 10 matches. So I guess averaging, it actually only got like a kill a game if you want to be technical. But before that, when we only had like 7 games, I had 13. But it definitely had the most kills by far. Oh, real quick, I do want to mention stats are kind of wonk. Because if you had like a bunch of forfeits and you could have battled, I can't give your stats to Pokemon. And then like because I battled in all 10 of mine, you can tell that my stats were like a lot more buffed than other people. Not that like I didn't deserve my stats, I did win my battles, but when you see I have like 16 kills with Kingdra, and then Mallory only had like 3 forfeits and only played like a couple of her games, you can see like Mega Charizard X only has like 6 kills. Like Kingdra has more kills than like than like the Absols, Wobbuffets, and like Flareons combined. So I do want to point that out. So Excadrill had 11 kills. Other than the finals, I think the 2 battles that Excadrill came. Not just supposed to be a C there. It had 4 kills a game in its battles. I think one game it may have had like 1, where Mega Cham went berserk. I think that was in the playoff game against Megan. Other than that, it got 4 kills in every game it came. So I thought it had the most kills for the team that went 8-2. I thought it deserved that. Mega Charizard X was Mallory's best Pokemon. It did very well for her defensively, but also offensively. Picking up 6 kills, stalling some opponents out, taking some decent bumps. So I thought it deserved that. I do want to mention in the straw poll, I think I accidentally said Mega Charizard Z. It's supposed to be X. Mega Charizard Y was not nominated for anything. Just wanted to point that out. So it is X. I accidentally put a Z. Sorry, Mallory. Dragonite was by far Zell's best Pokemon. Being annoying, taking hits pretty well, also picking up some garbage kills with E-Speed. So it was nominated for that, for its offensive and defensive capabilities. Landorus, again, with Intimidate, it takes bumps pretty easy. Also outspeeding with the Choice Scarf. Picking up 4 kills in Jillian's 3 battles that she participated in. Mega Diancie, also the same, was taking, being balanced, taking hits as well, also dishing out some damage, getting kills, chipping away at stuff. Also with its magic bounce ability, throwing rocks on your side of field instead of theirs. Stuff like that. POY stands for Pokemon of the Year. Putting in the Pokemon of the Year would have went out too far, so I just shortened it as POY. So these are Pokemon that were very well defensively. Registeel for the Marysville Kingdras. The 3 or 4 games it came, it not only did it get kills, but also it just annoyed opponents. I know its defensive presence annoyed Jilly. I got 2 kills, I think, but also it like weakened half her team. Magnabuzz gave a lot of people problems from the Corvanas. Toxicking Pokemon, being fat, getting its health back. It's a very hard Pokemon to kill. Again, Charizard X, how I was saying, it did very well offensively, but also defensively. Annoying people like Zell and the Wobbuffets, who just got so frustrated with it. Instead of trying to take it out, just kind of gave up. Empoleon for the Wobbuffets did very well, just being a great wall. Freezing Pokemon, I think it got a couple burns with Scald. Mega Aggron for Jilly. Mega Aggron was part of why she beat Noah. Just he couldn't break Mega Aggron. It also did pretty well, I think, against Richard, if I remember correctly. In the Absols. The Absols have Blissey nominated. Same thing as Mandibuzz, giving toxicking Pokemon, protecting, getting its health back, just chipping away at other Pokemon. Coach of the Year, these are coaches that did very well during the season, having good records. The Shane with the Marysville Kingdras went 9-1, won the championship. Jacob, who we thought might make playoffs, but ended up making it to the finals, almost taking the finals, going 8-2 in the season with a high 24 differential. Mallory went 5-3, got 3rd place. Did very well during the season. Jillian probably could have made finals. Did very well in the regular season. Technically did not get eliminated. She just dropped out. just due to health reasons. So she went 4-2. And then Richard had a very good regular season. The playoffs he didn't go as well as he wanted to, but I thought he deserved the nomination. He went 4-4. Best match. These I didn't think of a match as like you beating somebody or like who you defeated. It was more of just how entertaining your match was. So I have the GS Wobbuffets, the Golden State Wobbuffets versus the Marysville Kingdras 2 or the playoff match. That was a very like topsy turvy back and forth match that I thought was pretty entertaining. I thought it was a lot better than our first match. The second match I've nominated is the Golden State Wobbuffets versus the San Francisco Flareons. That happened week 2. That was a very entertaining battle. It was very defensive, back and forth at the end, and then Zelda's getting frustrated. The San Francisco Flareons versus the All Good Blastoise was the only 6-0 match. So if you like watching just absolute blowouts, I thought that was worth nominating. And then the Marysville Kingdras versus the Orlando Magic Mike team. That was a very hyped match with the two best teams in the league going against each other. And then the Marysville Kingdras won 5-0. It just blew the Orlando Magic Mike out of the water. Crowd pleaser is Pokemon that normally don't do well in other leagues, or this leagues in general, that perform pretty well. So I have Blastoise from the San Francisco Flareons, picking up 4 kills in her matches. I thought it was definitely worth mentioning, getting nominated for. Leafeon, you almost never see drafted, let alone used in battle, and Jillian got 3 kills with it. So I thought that was definitely worth nominating, since normally this Pokemon's not even drafted, let alone used. So getting 3 kills in the only match it came in, I thought was definitely worth mentioning. Empoleon is normally just known as just being a boring defensive wall, but Zell kind of used it creatively, outspeeding Pokemon, giving it like a max speed investment, stuff like that. And then Golbat is known as just being like a boring defensive Pokemon, but Megan actually found a way to use it kind of offensively, picked up some kills with it. So that is the crowd pleaser. Next we have the 7th Mon. This is kind of like the 6-man award from like the NBA. So these are Pokemon that didn't come every week. They only came like a couple of weeks. So I think I made a limit like 4 or under. So Registeel came 4 matches. It got 5 kills. Again, nominated for Defensive Pokemon of the Year. Did extremely well for the Kingdras. Definitely deserved to be nominated. I was going to nominate Politoed, but then the finals became a best out of 3. So it came, I think, technically like 7 matches, so that wasn't allowed. Next, Siglip only came 3 matches, got 6 kills, and also got finals MVP, so I thought that was worth mentioning. And then Tornadus Therian was dropped by the Absols, but it got 3 kills in the only match it was in. So I thought that was definitely worth being nominated for. Next, under Pro Coach. Pro stands for performance. Also for the next award, the Pro stands for performance. So these are underperforming coaches. So people that we thought were projected to do very well, that just didn't live up to the expectations that were given. So Nate, it wasn't his fault. Technically, Nate did very well, going 3-3 and not battling at all. So I thought that was kind of neat that he had a good record but didn't even battle. But Nate was projected to be one of the top coaches, and because of scheduling wise, he couldn't battle as much as he wanted to. But he really helped out in the early development of the league. But technically, he didn't have a good record. He didn't make it far, so technically, I have to put him in underperforming coach. Next, we have Steve. Steve's a very good battler. Just scheduling-wise, it was on Steve's favor, so he couldn't battle as much as he wanted to. And then he did have one battle, and he got blown out. And then Richard, his regular season was very well, but then come playoff time in the clutch, he just didn't perform. Out of his 3 playoff matches, he lost them all. He got a free win just because everybody got a free win in the beginning of the tournament. So he ended up 4-4. So I don't think Richard deserves to win underperforming coach, but I thought he's definitely deserving to be nominated. Next we have underperforming Pokemon. These are Pokemon that do very well in the league. Kind of like the opposite of crowd pleaser, that are known for being very good, but just didn't perform as well as they wanted to. Obdiax's speed for the first Nominees. I drafted it thinking that this was to be a good. It could do everything. It could be a good like hazard setter, a removal, a good special attacker, physical attacker. It could just do everything. And I found out that it can do everything. It just doesn't do anything well. So for being the second pick in the draft, I thought it definitely underperformed, only getting 1 kill, which was from Stealth Rocks. Next, we have Latios from the Seattle Squirts. Real reason is because this thing is a monster in the draft league format, and it was never used. Next, we have Blaziken from the Abilene Apples. Blaziken, very good Pokemon. Just it didn't match up well against in the battles that Richard had it in. If we had a full 11 game season, it probably would have not been here. But in the games that played in, it didn't live up to its expectations, so it was dropped. And then next we have Clefable. A lot of people were scared when they saw Jilly's team and they saw Landorus and Clefable were on one team, and that was going to be a problem for everybody. Instead, Jilly just didn't use Clefable up to the standard that it's normally used in other leagues. It was a decent defensive Pokemon. I think Aggron was better, which is why it was nominated for Defensive Pokemon of the Year. But offensively, it didn't do anything. It didn't get one out of the 3 battles it was in. It did not get 1 kill, so I thought it was definitely deserving of that. So I do want to give some shout outs real quick to Nate for really helping out, being my second hand man. He was really crucial in getting this league off the ground. Zell kind of filled in that role after Nate had like a schedule change and he couldn't be here to help us out, but he was there in spirit. And but then Zell got a job, so he was busy, which is definitely more important than just this little league that we're doing for fun. And then Richard kind of helped me out with stuff during the tournament, with commentary, filling in for stuff like that. I also want to help give shout outs to Zell for helping me commentate. And Jilly and Mallory tried helping out with art and stuff, but during their schedule it just didn't happen. Which I appreciate the help, it just things didn't work out. So I do want to say hopefully you guys vote for the best Pokemon. I don't want it to be a popularity contest where like Mallory just wins everything just because like Jilly, Megan, and like Mallory just vote for them just because they're her friend. So hopefully you guys vote for the Pokemon you think deserves it, not just you just voting for your friend. Also, don't feel bad if you vote for yourself. I'm not gonna condemn you for doing that. So if you think that you deserve the award, vote for yourself. What are we looking at on time? 18 minutes again. I thought I was gonna do better, and I had this drag on for so long. But I guess when I rewatched the GBAs, I think theirs was like 12 minutes. They only had 3 awards, so I was going over all the awards. I mean, I was going over double the awards. Anyways, so yeah, links will be in the description below, and also if you're in the Discord, there are links there. So once I see there's 12 votes there, I will make a video. If I get the 12 votes before Monday, it won't be made. Also, all the playoff matches will be filmed next week. I just need someone to help me commentate those. So we'll figure that out. And then me and Jacob, and then I'll try to get someone else. We'll do the finals. That will probably be like the weekend, and then hopefully the playoff stuff will be posted probably on like Thursday or Wednesday. So that's the deal with that. And then hopefully I can post like the awards on Monday. So you guys you guys have a good day. I just want to thank everybody for participating and having fun during the season. I'm gonna go get some water and remember how to talk. So you guys have a good one.